Let me tell you something that took me 8 years and more failures than I can count to understand. The people who are winning, I mean really winning, not the Instagram version, they don't have a better morning routine than you. They don't read more books. They're not more disciplined. They know something you don't. And the reason no one ever told you is simple. A confused person keeps searching, and a searching person keeps clicking. Today, that stops. Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you is gonna reframe the last 5 years of your life. And you're not gonna like all of it, but you need to hear it. 8 years ago, I was the person everyone in my family quietly felt sorry for. Not out loud, they were too polite for that, but I could see it, the looks at dinner, the way they'd ask about my plans, and then nod too slowly when I answered. I was 23, broke, working a job I hated, and spending every spare hour building something that nobody believed in, including, if I'm honest with you, me. I remember one night sitting in my car in a parking lot, not because I needed to go anywhere, just because it was the only place nobody could watch me fall apart. So I did what every self-help algorithm tells you to do. I built the perfect system. 5 a.m. wake up, cold shower, journal 3 pages, read for an hour, plan the day to the minute. For 6 months, I ran that routine like a machine. I was productive, impressive even. I had spreadsheets with color codes. And at the end of those 6 months, I had nothing to show for it. Because here's the thing about optimizing a machine that's pointed in the wrong direction. You just get to the wrong place faster. I wasn't missing discipline. I was missing something else entirely. And nobody had a name for it. Before I tell you what actually changed everything, I need to say one thing. What I'm about to share isn't a hack. It's not a framework with a cute acronym. If that's what you came for, there are 1,000 channels for that. This is different. Stick with me for the next 6 minutes, and I promise you'll leave here thinking about your life differently than when you arrived. The moment things changed wasn't dramatic. It wasn't a book or a mentor or a near-death experience. It was a conversation with someone I barely knew at a coffee shop who said something that stopped me cold. You're optimizing your life for other people's definitions of success. That sentence sat in my chest for 3 days because I realized every goal I was chasing, I had borrowed. The money target, the lifestyle, the image of what winning looked like. None of it was mine. I had assembled an identity out of things I thought would make people stop pitying me. And that's not ambition, that's a performance. And I was exhausted from the show. The day I stopped performing and started asking what I actually wanted, with no audience, everything became both harder and clearer at the same time. Here's what I actually changed. Not a routine, 3 orientations. First, I stopped chasing outcomes and started protecting inputs. I can't control whether something works. I can control whether I show up at full capacity every single day. That's the only variable that belongs to me. Second, I made peace with invisibility. The years where nobody is watching you, where nothing seems to be happening, those are the years that compound. Every overnight success I've ever studied had 4 to 8 invisible years right before the moment everyone noticed. Third, I built around identity, not goals. I stopped asking, what do I want to achieve? And started asking, who do I need to become? Because goals finish. Identity compounds. Those 3 things. That's the whole answer. I know it doesn't sound like much, but the reason most people never get there is because they're looking for something more complicated. 8 years after that parking lot, I'm not gonna tell you I have it all figured out. I don't, nobody does. But here's what I know. The version of me that was performing for other people's approval would never have built anything worth keeping. What I have now cost me relationships, comfort, and years of confusion. And I'd pay that price again every single time. If something in this video landed for you, and I think you know if it did, I want you to do one thing before you close this tab. Write down one goal you're chasing right now. Then ask yourself, is this mine, or did I borrow it from someone else's life? That question changed everything for me. It might do the same for you. If you want to keep going, and I hope you do, hit subscribe. Not because we post every day, because when we post, it means something. This channel doesn't do filler. Every video on this channel is built for people who are serious. If that's you, you're in the right place. I'll see you in the next one.